welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. My name is Skinny Mini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
And last episode, we finally discussed the SL9 incident and got more information, because apparently Lana was a detective before she became a chief prosecutor. So we got more information about that, and then we also talked to Prosecutor Marshall about the incident as well. And we got more information on that as well. So, pretty much last episode was just text.
Which is the majority of the game regardless, but a lot more so than usual, I guess.
Yes. So now we are going to go check out Gant's office.
His office.
So we'll see what we can find in there. Yay!
I forgot the guy actually has a Sprite. Like the guy sitting down there. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everybody's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Oh.
Well, not really solving crimes, but still. Thanks. Wow, you actually talked to us. Well, the chief prosecutor is saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statements in the media and tomorrow's trial. There is more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together.
Wow.
That is chaotic. I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir? Oh, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Well, just head across the hall to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits.
Dang it, Emma.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Emma.
I mean, he told us. What the hell's gonna stop us?
Oh, gosh.
And that blue badger plushie in the back there is pretty creepy.
Yeah, I saw that too, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to get freaked out.
I forgot how his office looked.
It's an organ. Whoa.
Jeez.
Bum, bum, ba-da-dun, dun.
Whoa! Where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. Or Bach.
Okay.
Oh God, Emma. I never could remember where the C was.
Hmm?
Oh no.
Oh, you summoned him. Great. I heard a horn. Oh, it's you two. How was that funny?
I thought you said I heard a whore.
Oh my god. Really?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's what you heard. No, I did not say that, though.
No. I'm sorry, y'all. This is really inappropriate for me. I'm sorry. Okay.
But it's funny.
Please continue.
No, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. Oh, so, Mr. Wright. Have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. Oh, I can appreciate that. I had my hand full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? Oh, 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took this to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture.
Yeah.
I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though.
Team picture added to the court record. Yay.
Yay.
Hello? Okay.
Yep. There you go. I was like, oh man. Anyway, I like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm gonna lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Well, that case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, I still like to have a look around. Or perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
Okay.
Oh. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend.
Okay.
That was only slightly scary.
Slightly? Looks like we are welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Well, Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must have been a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside the Chief's office.
Yeah, there has to be. Alright,
That's why you break in.
Yep. Go back in there. Has to be. There has to be. There has to
Has
be.
to be. Has to be.
Ah!
I missed you! Let's see here. Hey, pal! Oh, Detective Gumshoe! Were you in a meeting? Oh, I was, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long in the meeting?
Well, actually, I had to serve everyone coffee.
Oh.
Well, that sucks. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Oh, dang it.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two in court. Oh, that sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
Well, that's basically what it all boils down to, yep. Now, that falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Aw. Yikes. Oh. I feel like... Yeah, we need to talk to him about everything.
Oh, yeah. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. I mean, Lana Sky's the guilty party here, isn't she? Well, regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence he presents in court. Not only that, but as you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. Those who don't like him haven't been able to do anything because of his amazing talent as a prosecutor. But now with this...
Are there really so many people that hate him?
Well, in our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only have that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies.
That's true.
Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work! Yes, sir! Let's go out for a lunch again sometime. My treat!
Aww.
What? Okay, well, yes, sir! You gotta take me back to that choice sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir! Seems you don't have any problem with enemies here. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out.
Aw. How can you not, Gumshoe? How can you not? Look at that face.
You just want to, like, punch him or something. well, never mind. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all that pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
Oh, can you talk about the SL9 incident, by the way, since we're here?
No! Okay, actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? Did you? Oh, sorry about that. I could turn white for a minute there. I'm like, I can't see. The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean... Well, when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
Me.
Seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was a girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see here. I think it has something to do with a murder weapon.
What?
No, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? Yeah, and all these files, and like, that looks huge.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, God. His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Do we have the murder weapon?
Maybe.
Yes.
Pretty tough. Yeah, that one. I was gonna say, which one exactly?
Oh, we need to click the present part.
Oh,
Present.
oh yeah. I like presents.
I like presents. Yes, I do. I like presents. How about you? Present.
I do. I said I did. Didn't you listen to me? Jeez.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm an idiot. About this. Hey! Don't tell me that! It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of, right? What are you doing with that? Ever since the case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. It was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
Well, that's it! And I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again! Okay.
Oh, I forgot.
Dang it! Murder weapon.
This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? Oh, that's right. We traced it back to the store he brought it at, and they had his fingerprints on it, too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
Well, that's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at this knife, you'll see it's broken.
Yes.
Really?
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where a broken off tip of the knife was found. Now that's what did him in.
Where was it?
Well, the victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it. Inside his own body.
What?
Okay. It was found deep inside a stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet! Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive. Oh.
Yep. You can say that.
Oh, okay, cool. That got better too.
Yay.
Okay, I don't think we need to talk about the Dark's crime, so let's, he talked about Edgeworth. Let's see if we can go talk to Edgeworth.
Are you sure you don't want to speak about that? Cause
yeah, no, yeah.
Because I'm afraid that we're going to have that same issue we had during the third case where
yeah.
we skipped that one thing.
It's like, man, we don't need to talk about it. Let's talk about this just in case.
Alright. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. A kid walked by just then too, so he killed him too. And then when something by jogger and he killed as well, then he turned himself in.
What?
Jeez. That man... Yes.
Yes, he had some issues. And technically
Some.
it is a serial killer if you kill, I think, is it 3 or more people?
I'm assuming so.
I think that's the correct term.
Oh, man. Well, seems he was a pretty careless animal. Well, of course, this is all just conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So, he turned himself in. Well, yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but fortunately he was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness? Ah, he must mean Emma.
What I don't understand, though, is if he turned himself in, why did he run from the police?
I'm assuming when people do stuff like that, they're not really thinking rationally, so...
True, that makes sense.
Who knows? Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Well, can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should go ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it does concern Chief. His office is a crime scene, right? Well, it's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Oh boy. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What, really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Dang it. Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
No, we don't want to get Gumshoe fired.
No. Oh. Oh, sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired, because of you.
Dang it. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
Well, that won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Dang it. Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe's our only chance of getting into that office.
Dang it. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
I really wouldn't know what that would be.
I don't know. Let's go talk to Edgeworth since he's down in the dumps. We can make him smile.
Maybe. That'll be kind of hard, but maybe.
We can always met. What the heck? We have text here?
Oh no, why?
Don't tell me. Okay.
Oh, no one's here. Huh? No one's here today. Well, not even Miss Starr.
Thank goodness. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15. Oh, on the day of the crime.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Oh. I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, I was like, it's white! Alright,
Oh. Hang in there, Lana. What's going on with my controller?
I gotta find all the answers by tomorrow.
Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Yes! Let's go talk to Edgeworth. I mean, it's purple.
Cheer him up, cheer him up, cheer him up all day.
Cheer him up.
I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is! It looks like he's writing something. Huh!
Huh? What are you doing here? I sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? Oh, man. I've had to live the past 2 years of rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Aw. Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
Oh.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Can I cheer you up? And I want to take that piece of paper you threw on the ground.
Although I don't really want to cheer him up anymore after him being so rude. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict.
But it's not your fault. You didn't know.
That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do to erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as a prosecutor in charge. The fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come down to this?
Oh, edgy poo.
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up.
What about tomorrow's trial?
Are you up for a trial tomorrow? First last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
No, of course. How can we not? Look at your face. You're so beautiful. What?
Wow.
That was supposed to be a thought bubble. Excuse me.
Okay, sure. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
No, Senpai, no. But Mr.
Really?
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on.
Aww.
I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? That list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but at the time there was only one thing on my mind. I'd used the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
Oh, that picture. Something seems strange about it.
Oh, yeah. We should probably present that to him real quick. Or
Yep.
actually, let's talk to him about the day of the crime, then we'll present it.
Yep. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day, that Detective Goodman was murdered? It just froze on me. It's like, eh. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out in the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. And that is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right.
That's weird.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so let's show him that picture, and I think then we'll call it a episode.
Sounds good.
Where's the... Here we go. Gant team
Yay.
picture.
This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office.
It's just weird.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes?
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding? It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. Remember now. Remember what? That was the official prosecutor trophy used until that time. There's a story behind it.
A story?
Yay, story time.
Story time!
Sounds interesting. It's simple, really.
Sorry.
That's okay. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
Contradiction? What?
Contradictions, they do things.
Okay, we'll hear the story then one episode. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's do this.
They don't care. They better like it. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with two characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure, everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake. Very well.
Mr. Wright.
He has too much pride. Long ago, in the kingdom of Shu, I think that's how you say it, there's an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king of two items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
Just letting you know, it plays the testimony music when he's telling the story, and then he just did that now. It's playing the pursuit music.
Oh my god.
Or the
He's like,
corner
you didn't have to scream in my ear, you know?
Right? Right, you idiot.
Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard the story before, right? Oh.
Oh.
Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Dun dun dun. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. To symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
Well, that's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant.
Dang it.
2 years ago, he had a halberd part of the award abolished.
Abolished? What?
Chief Gant.
Noted.
Well, that's kind of odd.
Yeah, it is. I want to see that piece of paper that he threw on the floor. Can I get it?
I'm sure you could.
I think I'd crawl around on the floor.
I just about looking at us right now. I was like, what are you doing? I wonder what he was writing before.
Oh, come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there.
Just distract him. I'll check it out. Dun 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 dun.
Hey, Edgeworth, do you hear that music going on? It's really weird. Is it a sense of Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's gonna fall into the ground!
No, Gumshoe, no!
Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet.
Oh, crap.
Oh, he didn't even look.
That's jacked up. What? Letter of...
If you can't read, I'll read it for you. Well then...
You jerk.
It's It says a letter of resignation.
Edgeworth, no!
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, Mr. Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died.
No! But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me.
But...
And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
No.
Uh-oh.
Senpai.
I think he's serious. Don't make another senpai joke.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
Put letter in pocket.
Can we talk to him about that?
I don't think so. No. He's
Okay.
made up his mind. Well, whatever. Okay, guys, I think that'll do it for this episode. So thank you guys so very much for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, in the next episode, hopefully we can do a little bit more investigating. Hopefully get into Chief Gant's office so we can figure stuff out.
Or maybe if we go around saying, "Notice me, senpai, things may happen."
Yeah! Notice me, Senpai, please! I love
Wait
you,
a minute.
Edgeworth.
I'm just thinking of something now.
Damn his babies. What?
Excuse me?
What? Okay, alright, no one told you that they love you today. Bye, guys. I mean, I do. Bye, guys.
Uh-huh. Well then. I'm gonna leave that one alone. How about that?